The difference in this parable between the tenant farmers and the son is the same distinction that Jesus tried to make with his apostles when he said to them, I no longer call you servants or slaves, but I call you my friends. For a slave does not know what his master is doing. The master shares, but a son does. And I have shared all things with you that I have heard from my Father. Jesus wants us to be joint heirs with him, joint heirs, sons of a Father who, knowing that the tenant farmers in the world that he is living or the world that he's acting in have killed everybody else that he's sent so far and thinks it's still a good idea to send his son. But the son is far more powerful than the tenant or the servants that he had sent before. The son actually cannot be overcome by these wicked men. Killed as he is, he rises from the dead. This is what the Lord wishes to share with us, that we become sons, heirs of the vineyard. And while at the present time in the world in general, but perhaps even in your life, wicked men may prevail, they may have possession of the vineyard, the possession of parts of your life or aspects of your society that make it difficult for you to receive the produce that you believe the Lord is asking of you and wanting to give to you, the fruits of the Spirit, for example. We need to remember that they are but tenant farmers. They don't belong. They will not last. What will last, what will endure, is the Son, the heir, the one who will inherit and take possession, the one who will remain in possession. We want to stay on his side and not give over to the violence and the passion of the tenant farmers who say, look, here's the plan. By our own power, we'll be able to take what is ours, what is owed us. But instead, we need to remain with the Son, who says, my main job is to be obedient to my Father who sends me to these wicked men and who will abuse me, not the father of the wicked men, right? Send me to these wicked men who will abuse me and kill me, but I will rise victorious and I will take possession. It's with him that we want to stay. We can't rely, therefore, on the schemes of this world, can't rely on the stability of economy or culture, but rather we can rely upon the rock that is Jesus Christ, the one who, after he has been killed, simply rises again. Death has no more power over him. Pain and suffering have no more place in him. Right? And for a time, we also suffer in this life, suffer in this world. And that's okay. It's important to understand that. It's okay when life is not easy. It's okay when you suffer. It's okay when you grow weak. It's okay when you become confused. Not okay in the sense that this is the way the Lord intends for us to be. Okay in the sense that this is the valley of tears in which we walk unto death, a death like Jesus. So that having lived all of that, done everything that the Son has done in obedience to the Father, we also may merit in the same reward that he gains by his obedience. Resurrection from the dead, possession of what he has been dispossessed, and eternal happiness. That's yours. It's offered to you. But it can only be claimed, only taken, received through humble obedience, not through clever, contrived plans of success in this world, but a trustful obedience that wherever the Lord asks you to walk, be it into a swarm of bees or through a bed of coals or to swim across an ocean, or simply to stand in front of someone you despise and extend mercy, to stand in front of someone who's wounded you and extend forgiveness, to stand in front of someone that you desire to like you only to be rejected again. Regardless of where the Lord calls you, if you walk with our God in humility and obedience, He will not call you, my good and faithful servant. He will say to you, my son, enter into your Father's joy.